He's right, I really do use the mic. It's great to see all of you. Thank you. This is the first official fundraiser, and I so appreciate that invite more than the one I got 2 nights ago in Atlantic County, where I was the keynote speaker for their Atlantic County GOP Lincoln Day dinner. The guy got up and said, "I'm all in for Jack. He needs to be our next governor." And I love his determination. The first time he ran, my daughter was in kindergarten, and this time she can vote for him. I didn't think it was fun. I'm more determined than ever. And there's a number of things that are not in the way this time around that we thought we could overcome last time that I think only improve our chances. Number one, we don't have to deal with a pandemic. Number two, we're not dealing with an incumbent governor who closed certain avenues and the doors to us, but that's the power of incumbency. We have to support this time the Republican Governors Association, but more than anything, there's a whole lot less indifference. Last time around, as you know, I went up and down the state, a great many of you attended events back then, and I was saying, we can win this thing. And yet, too many people stayed home because they thought I was just giving them the company line. And then afterwards said, "Jack, where was the company line?" I said, "I told you, I told you, I told you." We don't have that indifference this time. We have a lot of people that are participating that never participated before, and that's what gives the campaign all kinds of energy. So I'm pumped up, and I want to thank Bernie and Anthony Villanova for getting you all here tonight. I noticed that Anthony brought his chiropractor. Where are you? There you are. And the reason he did is because I know a great many of you had your arm twisted right out of the socket. And to add that extra zero on the check. So where is your office again? Burniston. This is how you get more money out of somebody. So, say hello to the doctor before you leave here tonight. My administration will be marked by, and Chris Christie's former chief of staff, and Gina Gia's here tonight, and that administration was marked by being pro-business, from top to bottom. The governor and every member of that cabinet. Mine will be marked as the most pro-business governor we've ever had in the state of New Jersey. We've got a governor right now who doesn't celebrate business. You never hear him celebrate mom and pop shops on Main Street, which are the backbone of the New Jersey economy. My administration and I will be the most pro-business in the history of the state because I believe that creates the tide that lifts all boats. And more than anything, after 8 years of Bill Murphy, and that'll be the campaign, whoever it is on the other side that I oppose, if you're voting for that person, you're only voting for another 4 years of Bill Murphy. But we're going to get big government out of the way here. We're going to get big government out of the way of taxpayers, out of the way of business, out of the way of parents, and out of the way of our police, and get back to basics here in New Jersey. That's what we need to do. Let me tell you a couple of things that we'll do on day one that hopefully get you excited, that we can do by executive order. Number one, we will not allow sanctuary cities or us being a sanctuary state here in New Jersey. We're not doing that. Number two, I will nominate an attorney general who supports both parents and police. I'm not against academic additions or those with advanced degrees, but let me say this. On day one, we're asking for the resignation of all the Murphy appointees to the State Board of Education. I think we could use a few parents of school-age children on our State Board of Education and get back to basics of what we're teaching them. We'll scrap what I consider to be an irrational energy plan, and we'll get back to a more normal transition to the future. I don't have my head in the sand in terms of what's going on with the climate. What Phil Murphy is mandating and requiring and spending taxpayer dollars on doesn't make any sense to me. And so we'll have a very, very rational energy plan as we go forward. So those are some of the things that you'll see on day one. I'll work with the legislature, but let me say this. My job as the Republican nominee is to have coattails. And I stand here proudly, if I can take you back on a little trip to November 2021. In November 2021, when you all supported me last time, okay, we won 8 seats in the state legislature and beat the longest sitting state Senate president in the country, down in District 3 rather. We did that. We flipped 134 seats at the municipal county level, over 150 Board of Education seats. It was the most successful night in 30 years for Republicans. We were united, on the rise, and energetic. And I'm proud of what we accomplished. I think the only person that didn't win that night was Jack Ciattarelli. So we know what we need to do a little better, and we're on it. And I believe what we need, and what I intend to be is what I was last time, a candidate that unifies our party. We cannot afford, as the minority party in this state, to have a candidate who's one person's poking their finger in the eye of the moderate wing of our party, calling them rhinos. The other person's poking their finger in the eye of the Trump supporters in our party, calling them crazies. I'm not into name calling. I'm into unity and unifying our party because that's the only way we're going to win. And when we do that, we can then concentrate on attracting Democrats who are fed up with Phil Murphy's policies, and there are a great many of them around the state, and then also independents, unaffiliated voters, of which you're here tonight. Thank you for attending. They're the majority party in the state, and they actually do dictate the outcomes of statewide elections. And no one knows better than me. In the 8 times I've been on the November ballot, right, Bill?
Yes, sir.
I've won 7 of those races, all in districts where Democrats outnumbered Republicans, sometimes by a lot. And we did that because I go places other Republicans don't or won't. So you can rest assured when you invest in this campaign, you're investing in a candidate who is going to North, Central, and South Jersey, going to city and suburb, and shaking hands with black, brown, and white people all around this state. Look them in the eye, listen to their concerns, showing them respect, and asking for their vote. And that's how we're going to win this election. So I'm excited. I hope you are too. 2 things in this business you can't have enough of: money and votes. In that order. In that order. We set an all-time record last time around. We raised more money than any Republican gubernatorial candidate in history. And that wouldn't have happened without my finance chair, Jeff. This is a guy that hates to lose more than I do. And the story I always like to tell about Jeff, he owned the New Jersey Devils for 12 years. And he won 2 Stanley Cups. And the one he lost to the Los Angeles Kings, they lost in Game 7 when the puck hit the pipe 3 times. And that was how many years ago? 12 years ago. Jeff is still in therapy. And the only thing that's going to get him out is a win. I want to recognize one other person here tonight because he's been a Somerset County loyal Republican for decades. He's the mayor of Bedminster. Joe Metelsky's here tonight. Joe, thank you.
Get early. If we can't do it, nobody can.
I love Joe's energy. Yeah, Joe's on the payroll. He gets a $25 visit ticket every time he says that at a fundraising event. But, I don't want to use the word groupie with Joe, but he's got a Joe DiMaggio streak going. He's hit like 56 in a row Ciattarelli for governor events, and he just keeps coming, and I love that he does. So, Steve Parker, it's great to see you, Chair of Bedminster. So up and down the state, we're going to continue to go. And I got to tell you, I'm so pleased with the energy that we're finding all around the state, and people are excited about what the possibilities are here. So one of the things that I like a lot about what's going on the other side of the aisle, they're going to have a very crowded field. Right now, I think there's 4 official candidates. There's going to be 7 or 8. They're going to all beat the hell out of each other, and they're not going to kiss and make up when it's all over. And so, listen, it's typical to have competition in the Republican primary when you're not going up against an incumbent, and we're not. Competition makes us better. That's one reason why Republicans believe in capitalism. I have no problem with competition. I'm more than happy to go out and earn the nomination, and we're in a great position to do just that. So you can expect the same energy from Jack Ciattarelli and going around this state to do what we got to do to deliver a win. And we'll make it happen for the state of New Jersey. So, the best way to ruin a great cocktail party is with too long a speech. Is there any question on any one person's mind with regard to the campaign? We're amongst family here, and there's no press. And if it's hard, I'll just give it to Regina.